Got to pay that gas bill. Oh, the mortgage rates are going up. Make sure to change the oil on the car, sort out the brakes. Got to make sure to send that email. Kids need taking to that school trip. Got to make sure to order the flowers. Got to pack the suitcase. Have I packed the passport? Did I make sure I locked the back door? Did I turn the oven off? Got to make sure to sort that project out. She needs emailing. Need to make sure I get in touch with him. Did I take that pet insurance out? Car insurance needs paying. It's my wife's birthday. Did I get a present? I've got my IFE exams coming up. I've got to study for fire operations, management and leadership. I've got to go through all them policies and procedures, make sure I remember those. Oh, so much to do, so much to do. Just want to go to sleep. I've got to be up in 3 hours' time. I just cannot switch off. I want to ask you a quick question. Have you ever been laid there at night and you know you've got to be up for work in the morning, or you know you've got to be getting up for whatever reason? You look over at your watch or your clock or maybe your mobile phone and you've literally got 3 hours sleep time left and your brain just won't switch off. Bet you've been there. I've been there multiple times. Maybe you're taking on a new project at work, maybe you've got loads of bills coming in, maybe you've got something, a family event coming up, or you're going on holiday, or you're going for a promotion at work. And you just lay there and it's just coming back to you, all these things. Have I done this? Have I done that? Have I got this? Have I studied for that? Hi folks, Mikey D here from Slip and Pitch Kettle. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Now, if we've never met before, my channel's all about talking about mental health, particularly in the fire and rescue service, but also the wider first responder family. If you're coming back to the channel, great to see you again. How do you get rid of all that? Them thoughts, them things that keep coming to you. I'm not talking about bad thoughts. I'm not talking about things that we might have seen at incidents. I'm not talking about bad memories. I'm just talking about day to day, just worries or things that we need to do, that sort of to-do list. How do you stop that? If you don't already know, I'll tell you what I do to get it out of my head. And I got this from a book called How to Be a Productivity Ninja. I'll try and put it in the notes, the video description. I've got it on Audible. And one of the things it says, get it out of your brain to save the bandwidth in your brain. But you still need to recall that information. You still need to remember, pay the school fees for the school trip. Or you still need to remember to get your car MOT'd done or a service done or anything like that. So how do we still remember? Well, I'll tell you what I do. Get it out of my head, write it down. These days, I'm a little bit more tech savvy and I use an app called Trello, or software called Trello. It's a sort of project management software. And I've started using it at work too. We're in our instructor department, our training department. Now, if you've got 2 or 3 people working on the same project, how do you know who's done what and what's allocated? So using this Trello software on your desktop, on your laptop, or on an app, I've got it on my phone as well, you can actually create sort of to-do lists. And when you've done I don't know, maybe to do with, I'll give you an example. So my reference at work is sort of advanced first aid and working at height. So perhaps I'm sorting out a new training package for working at height. I've got a sort of an idea of an idea column, then I can move it into the ideas in development column, and I can move it into ideas sort of in progress and then completed. And what I do is I move the card, it's called a card, and I move it into each column. And just by doing that alone, emptying your head on all these to-do lists, it makes my mind so much clearer. I can put all the rest of that bandwidth that was clinging on to these things that I need to do and just concentrating on doing them. And doing them one at a time and doing them to the best of my ability. And it's helped with my sleep. So a couple of nights ago, I did this. I had loads of things that were going off in my mind of what I needed to do. And I got literally 2.5, 3, 4 hours sleep. I was absolutely shattered. And then when I got up, I just dumped it down into this software, this app, or you could write it down in a jotter or a diary or whatever. and just get the mundane stuff that we don't need to be thinking about, taking up as bandwidth, and get it down, written down. That way you can always see it. But like I said, my personal favourite is using Trello. I'm not paid by them, I'm not sponsored by them, I don't even pay for the full paid software. I use the free version, and I just dump my idea down. In fact, to tell you what, I'm going to lay it over the top of this. I'm going to put what I use for this YouTube channel.
So here we have Trello.com, and you can click on Get Trello for free, and then sign up using your email address, or if you've got Google, Microsoft, or any of those. So once you've set up a page, you can set up various columns. So here we have all my ideas for different videos for the YouTube channel, and then you can shortlist them, and you can create these sort of titles of these columns, whatever you want to do. So currently I've got all these that I've been doing and mixing and matching, and then once I'm happy with that one, I can put it into the next column, or if I'm ready to shoot that one, I can stick it in there. So what we'll do, we'll make a new one for this video, for Mind Day 16, and then click Add Card. Now what we can do is actually go onto that card and write your description, put whatever you want in. You can attach pictures, videos, you can write comments, you can actually get other people to join you using Trello, but obviously I'm by myself. So description for this, talk about dumping your brain out to make more room for everyday life. So that's brief description. You can write whatever you want. You can attach pictures, links to websites, do what you want to do. So click on save. So that's for this video, day 16. So I can then put it into shortlist if I come up with some ideas that I want to sort of prioritize. I can then do my keyword research and write notes for it, and then it's ready to shoot, and then I can come back to it. So on these ones, look, I've actually got preparing to edit, so I've actually filmed them already. It was my challenge walk at Mamtor and the Great Ridge. Check that video out in the future. Another one is Padley Gorge in the Peak District, where I was talking about my signs and symptoms of my depression. That's in the editing phase. It's taken a while to do that one. So we've actually shot this one for day 16. So I'm actually putting it into the editing column. And then once I've done that, I can put it into preparing for release, ready for release. And then once it's released, as you can see, we've got all the other videos that I've done. Most popular videos. And if I want it, you can call it whatever you want, and then I can just slide that across. In this one, say this one, I've actually got my video description that I put on for the video, and any other notes that I might want to put in, any thumbnail designs, anything like that. And all you do is, once you're ready to go to the next phase, maybe you've sent an email to another department, you can put it into a different column. And it's dead simple to use, and you can access it on your phone, and it's exactly like this on your phone. So I highly recommend downloading Trello.
And you know what? It's worked brilliant for me. If I just need to dump my brain of an idea that's just popped into my head, I just write it on Trello, and then I can come back to it. So there's my top tip for day 16 of this 10,000 steps every single day. Do me a favor, let me know in the comments what you use to get it out your head, to get it written down. Do you write it down? Are you old school? My wife's like that. She would rather have pen and paper. Or have you got other software that you can use? How do you get that mundane, sort of run-of-the-mill, day-to-day stuff out your head so that you can put your brain to proper use? Anyway, I've been Mikey D. I'm going to carry on this walk, still get me 10,000 steps in, and I will see you in the next video. So please just give us a thumbs up for the video. If you haven't done so already, please press that subscribe button and press the notification bell, so when I release new content with new hints, tips and hacks on mental health, you'll get to see it first. I'm going to continue this lovely walk, and I will see you in the next video. You take care of yourself. Get that mundane, everyday life crap out your head and get it written down. Let this thing have more room to work. Anyway, take care of yourself. See you later.